Hello everyone, so in this video I'll be teaching you a very interesting topic which comes in the subject social science, and that topic is resources. And my name is Saba Ansari from 8th F. So let's start the chapter. Resources. What is a resource? A resource is anything that can be used to satisfy human wants. Like a resource, maybe you are sitting on a chair using a table to study. This chair and table, this both are resources. Then resource includes things which are present in the environment and humans use directly. Things which humans transform into usable materials to satisfy their needs. These were the points which what resource includes, and then like some words are classified into some topics, so resource is also classified into three major topics. They are natural resources, human-made resources, and human resources. The first topic is natural resources. Resources derived from the nature are called natural resources. Example: air, water, sunlight, minerals, natural vegetation, and wildlife. Like how these resources were classified into three major categories, natural resources are also classified into four major categories. They are biotic and abiotic resources, actual and potential resources, renewable and non-renewable resources, and ubiquitous and localized resources. Let's look at the first two topics, biotic and abiotic resources. Biotic resources includes all living organisms on the earth, fauna and flora, and human beings. Abiotic resources are non-living substances used by human beings such as soil, air, and sunlight. Actual and potential resources. Actual or developed resources are resources which have already been developed and which are presently being used. Potential resources are those resources which could be of use in the future due to breakthroughs in technology or changing circumstances. Renewable and non-renewable resources. By the term renewable, you can understand the meaning of it, and non-renewable, the same. You can understand what it means. So let's read the definitions. Renewable resources are those that get regenerated or replenished rapidly. Non-renewable resources are those resources which cannot be replenished or renewed. For example, minerals. Ubiquitous and localized resources. Ubiquitous resources are those resources which are found everywhere. Localized resources are those which are unevenly distributed across the world and are only found concentrated in certain regions. Let's take the next PPT. Yes. Over here we have the second topic of resources, human-made resources. Human-made resources are those which humans create using technology and skill, machinery, buildings, roads, and railway, etc. Like the house in which you are living. Who made it? Humans only, because they have the skills for using technology, and like creating this buildings, your houses, bungalows, villas, all are created by the like our type of humans, but they have more creative skills. Human-made resources. Human-made resources are those which humans create using technology and skills. In the process, natural substances are transformed into useful products. Even the technology used to make such products is a human-made resource. Aircraft, machinery, buildings, roads, and railway tracks are some examples of human-made resources. Institutions like schools and services like banking are also human-made resources. This is the third topic of resources, human resources. Human resources consist of people like me and you. Human resources. Human resources consist of people. All other resources get meaning and value based on the needs and requirements of human beings. Therefore, human resource and its proper development is of vital importance. The creative mind of humans and the desire to satisfy their needs help them produce different services and products. Iron ore was used to build machines, while cotton was spun into yarn, woven into cloth, and tailored into outfits. Like now you may be wearing a cotton dress. Yes, it's spun by machines, which is like done by humans, the using of machines. And people with healthy minds and healthy bodies who are skillful and aware are more productive. That is why governments spend a lot of money and effort on the health and education of their people. After all, human resource is the most important resource. Without it, other resources are of little use. Next, conserving resources. You have to conserve resources. That's very important, my friends. So let's start. The population of humans in the world is ever increasing. Human needs are also increasing at a rapid rate. Almost every human need is met primarily from nature. Let us look at some examples. For food, humans depend on the soil. For clothing, they depend on fiber from plants and animals. For shelter, they depend on nature for timber, bricks, etc. For industrial needs, two humans depend on the various minerals resources. Conservation of resources. The careful and prudent utilization of resource with future needs is in mind, and preventing the depletion of the same by giving time for it to regenerate or get renewed is called conservation of resources. Yes. Let's go to the third PPT. Just a second. Yes, starting part is the same repeated from the last PPT. Yeah, from here. Conserving resources. We should practice the 4 golden R's of conservation. Reduce, consume less and do not waste. Reuse, use a product as many times as you can. Recycle, changing a product into another usable material. Refuse, if you do not need, refuse it, like say no. Yeah, say a big no. Sustainable development. Sustainable development can be defined as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Some ways to conserve resources: making shopping bags, using newspapers, like making shopping bags by using newspapers, the old ones, by closing the tabs when not in use, by planting saplings on our birthdays and other occasions, by switching off lights and fans when not needed, using a bucket to bath instead of using the shower. Yes, so this was our last part of